Matthew Leeks. Are you ready to have some fun today?
Yes. What are we doing?
We are going to cook kids' lunches. Are you excited? Oh.
Yeah.
Boo. All right, so you've got a couple different options that you can go from here. We've got our beautiful fruit right here from Central Market. And then we've got some meats and cheeses. I grew up on having bologna. I don't know if you did, but we're going to try to cook with a little bologna today. At least I am going to.
What are these fruits?
One of the greatest rock fruits known to man. It's a cherry plum. They only come out a couple times a year, and I can't believe they're still out. Central Market brings them out towards the end of summer. Super excited about possibly using those. Man, we've got a Greek yogurt, some peanut butter. This jam right here is from our trip to Colorado. And we got it at the farmer's market. Sweet lady, they gave it to us. Too lazy ate, which I found out today is also an aeronautical term. I'm not going to go into what that is because I couldn't even regurgitate that from Wikipedia.
Okay.
All right, man, so we're gonna get the cooking challenge going here real quick, but we wanted to try something different. Let's be honest. This is also a test to help make what we are doing as a team better. So this is like our test run, but we wanted to have something that had meaning behind it, which was still having the cooking challenge, which this time I'm gonna whoop your butt. We'll see. But also to have, as I was telling you on the phone, we got a 40-year-old business guy. We got the 21-year-old college student, which I really look at in high regard, and wanted to have a conversation about you and your future, whether it's at American Option Insurance with the Naked Agent or just what kind of dreams and plans that you have. So, are you ready for the cooking challenge of the kids' lunches?
Are you ready to lose?
Not again.
Okay.
Man-seeking job.
No.
Not fun anymore.
I'm about to lose.
All right, so right now you are going into your senior year. Yeah, let's cheers that right there. You're going into your senior year at
UNT.
UNT. What had you originally choose UNT, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, right out of high school, I was already told that I had to go to Collin County Community College.
Okay.
Just right off the bat, so I couldn't really do the whole, let's go off to OSU or Texas State and go off and do all that. I wanted to, but my parents just decided, hey, it's smarter, save your money, go to Collin.
Yeah.
And that being said, in doing that, I kind of got over the whole, like, I want to go out and party every weekend and this, because I was just going to school, I was used to that routine.
You've got the rest of your life to kind of have that fun on there.
Like, that stuff's not, like, drinking and all that stuff they're never going to not go anywhere.
You had mentioned throwing, this is the only way that I can do it. There's a good chance that there's going to be a work comp claim later on. All right.
But yeah, I never really, I got over the whole party scene and then just really wanted to focus on, like, me and, like, just finish school and get out of there.
Who are you going to be? Real quick. Okay, so you and I, we talked about this, and it looks like we're going to be doing the same thing. What are you going to do with the bananas?
Fry it.
You're going to fry it. All right, so we've got our pan over there, and my idea, I'm just going to let you know, peanut butter, some jam, little fried banana, there we go, on some nice toast, and it's a thing. It really happened. Ooh. I just remembered something, though. If we want to have the bread a little crispy, we don't have a microwave, we're going to need another pan.
Yeah, because...
So let me go get that while you keep going. Okay, so what are your long-term goals right now?
Finish school. Really, like, finish school and then end up on SNL.
Okay.
Or, if not SNL, I'd be a TV writer for a comedy show.
Right.
Or just directing music videos. Like, did you ever watch the show 30 Rock?
Yes.
After watching that show, I really just was, I don't know, Liz Lemon and, like, all this team of people in the writer's room, like, that was my dream of just being able to sit in a room like that.
Right.
And just laugh with a bunch of people who have, like, my same kind of sense of humor.
So sense of humor like this, where we just bonk people over the head and, like, they have the...
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of humor?
Ooh,
like dry humor, witty humor, like stupid slapstick humor.
I like those plus dark humor.
Humor.
I like all, like, I'd say those 4 types of humor.
Okay.
I think those are my favorite, but really I don't.
Favorite comedy you ever watched?
Scary Movie. Oh. Did you ever see the movie?
Yes.
It is a funny movie.
Yes, but it's not the funniest movie ever.
It's definitely not the funniest movie ever, but I love one of those.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so it's not funniest movie ever, but you...
No, like,
okay.
I majored initially in radio and TV when I started going to UNT.
Right.
And I thought that was funny because I always wanted to make one of those. Like, if I could get in contact with the Wayans brothers and be like, hey, you guys are done.
In Living Color, how beautiful a show was that? So I threw in a stick of butter. And the reason behind that is we don't need to melt it yet.
Okay.
But the reason behind it is we're going to try to get our bread nice and crispy because we don't have a microwave. Conspiracy theory, possibly.
Hey.
Who knows? Cheers to conspiracy theory.
Thank you.
The more you know.
But yeah,
All right.
I have to make one of those movies at some point.
Okay.
But besides that, really, it would be SNL.
SNL. Okay.
It's got to be like a landing point at some point in my life, which it will be.
What are you currently doing, or what do you have planned to do to get to that SNL level, and however it looks?
I need to produce content.
Okay.
If you were an SNL producer and you just happen to be on Instagram, or you're
Right.
just chilling, you're on the explore page, I have to think of what do I need to put out there for you to find that and be like,
Right.
I need to get this guy, because I don't live in I don't live in New York.
Right.
So I'm not going to run into the producer and he's not going to be like, hey, you want to join the show? That's not how this is going to work for me being in Dallas, Texas.
That's not the reality of it.
That being said, that doesn't mean that my dream isn't achievable. That just means I need to try a little harder and throw the stuff I'm making into these different outlets.
Okay.
Like I need to be like, if I'm making YouTube videos, I need to be putting those everywhere. Like if I need to put some money into marketing those a little bit, maybe I got to do that. But it's just exposure. You have to have exposure.
Okay, so if you were to choose one platform, like what would be your primary platform? Like if you were going to give someone advice out there, you're 21-year-old Matt, which you are. What advice would you give to that 16 or 18-year-old kid for where you're going right now? The platform. Which one is your preferred method and why?
Okay, well initially I would have said YouTube.
Okay.
Because that you can do so much on it. Your timing, everything is you can just do a lot. But now, if you'd ask me, I will say Instagram and Snapchat.
IG, Snapchat. Okay. I'm going to take these while we get into Instagram and Snapchat.
Also hoping for a.
We had it on, but we didn't have it too much, and I wanted to, slowly let it happen. And I've never put bologna on a griddle before, but it came to me.
There's a first for everything.
There is a first for everything. All right, so your goal is you're looking at SNL, and that's where you're really wanting to go with it. You want to get that front one on right there?
Yeah.
Get that butter melting.
Oh wait, put the bread on.
Rear.
Ah.
Aha.
Aha. Oh, but what are we saying? No, I'd use Instagram and Snapchat mostly just because with YouTube, coming up with an idea is the most fun part.
Right.
Then it gets difficult for a lot of people because a lot of people my age feel like, and just actually not even people my age, just people in general. You're gonna have an idea that's like a $5,000 idea.
Okay.
And you cannot fund that, and you know you can't. So that being said, a lot of people throw those ideas away.
Right.
Those ideas are actually still possible. You just have to do lower scale, which is where I'd say Instagram and Snapchat come in. Because
Okay.
both of these apps, you can utilize posting videos, and they don't have to be 5-minute things. You can post a 30-second video on Instagram, and it can be a sketch you made up.
Right.
So really, I say shoot smaller and quicker. Because after that, when you really get the hang of just throwing this content out there rapidly,
Right.
then you can sit down and be like, okay, I actually have a big project I want to do. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to set this aside and really go all in on this.
Have you ever seen bologna quite like that? Just make a sizzle.
Yes. I used to make these a lot when I was a wee lad.
Oh, we love a lot.
Yes, I used to make those, but we'd always cut them. For some odd reason, we'd cut 4 slits, like two, like one.
Right.
And then, I don't know, it would look like that. It would look like a big X. But I don't know what the significance of cutting it was.
It could have been so it doesn't bubble up like this, so it looks like something. A boil.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like a boil. All right.
Am I putting the bananas on this?
Dude, you can do whatever you want. I was going to go with the bananas right there, so I'm going to get a little... No, it's not. I'm going to get a little olive oil in there real quick. Just a dab. And get that going. Kids' lunches and just lunches in general are like the simplest, most underappreciated items out there, I think, right now. And so, like, to me, this is fun.
Underappreciated. I mean, they're good, but I mean, when you're not... As you get older, you realize you can eat more than
you should.
A sack lunch and a bag of carrots.
Absolutely. So, as we keep going down this real quick, and you said your plan on getting there is to getting more content out. You were using YouTube, and you still are in some form of fashion, but you're also using Instagram and Snapchat.
Yes.
Yeah, if I had to sit there and say what are Matt's preferred methods, I would say Instagram, Snapchat. And coincidentally, I'm not on Snapchat. On Instagram, what do you find most attractive out there right now? Like, what do you like looking into on Snapchat?
On Snapchat, I'll be honest, like, the way it works is just content creation. So I like when other people get creative also on the app. If someone posts a picture and they kind of edit it a little bit to where, like, there's Wendy Williams in the background and Steve Harvey, like, frying a chicken, like, just stuff that doesn't exactly make sense,
right?
But someone took the time out to just create that. I find that stuff to be funny. Just
Nice.
like using your actual brain, because everyone at my age just posts like me drinking or me out here, like, okay, that's awesome, but like everyone else is also doing the same thing.
Right.
And social media is a big like, hey, this is what I'm doing game. So I think it's fun if you use it in a sense of I'm actually just making content and throwing it on here.
I gotcha.
I'm not posting the average just pick at the mall. It's
Right.
more of, hey, I just created a short little like film that was like 30
Well,
seconds.
and a cool thing about that is you're passionate, you enjoy doing it, so though it's work, it really isn't work.
Yeah,
and
no,
so few people, think about it, so few people, and I'm going to switch you, so few people actually get to do work that they enjoy sometimes.
That's true.
So I'll allow you to use my fork. Allow. Isn't that nice of me? You got to get this going up if we're going to get anything crispy back there. Like if you notice, we chose one pan. I should have just taken you, bonked it over the head, and like I got the pan and you didn't.
I've never done this with bananas before.
Yeah.
This is so funny.
I just thought it was something different. So I'm going to go with, unfortunately, I think we're going to run out of room when it comes to pans and having them fresh for the audience here today being the film crew.
True.
So we'll have to figure that one out. Anyways, all right. So let's move on. What would you say, what special attributes are you bringing to the table in your passions and just what you're doing in general? You know, what passion are you bringing that'll help you get to that next level?
Communication.
Okay.
I would say in talking to people and the way you communicate yourself, it almost also ties in with perception, because how you're perceived is how you, I guess, get recognized anyway.
Right.
Like if you take 30 people in a room and they say, oh, Matt's funny. Well, by those 30 people, I just got perceived as funny. Of those 30, 3 of them could have a networking connection that I really need.
Okay.
So really, you, in my mind, you have to be able to be perceived well.
Are you always, do you feel that you're always working to make sure that you're being perceived well, or that just comes natural?
I think it comes natural.
Okay.
I think it's a cool thing that I guess it's just, like I like talking to random people. I like finding out what's going on with people and just really diving deep. And I think it ends up working out cool because sometimes I like to do little interview type videos. And if I already am interested in getting to know somebody, well, slap a camera in front of us and then start rolling, because then I can just be like what Dr. Phil and all them do and just sit there and it's like, so why did you end up there? How did you end up in the back of that truck? And then they're just like, I just don't know what happened. It was
Is that truly your passion, is to be like, how did you end up in the back of the truck? But you're using more of as a metaphor, I'm hoping.
People want to know.
Right,
And
absolutely.
I think that's just fun. I really just love to be in front of the camera. Being behind
I gotcha.
is fun too. But it's fun. And it's just what I enjoy doing. I enjoy entertaining. And so I never want to stop doing that.
I'm going to turn that up just a hair, just to get a little bit quicker fry on that. That's just for me. It's just a fork. All right. So back to being natural and real and what's, just in today's world. There we go. Ooh, ah, ee.
Can we get like a spatula or something?
Yeah, we do need a spatula.
Ooh. That's the color of that.
We're going to have to share some stuff here.
Oh, man.
Would you like me to flip your bread? Flip that bread!
That was good.
There we go. I think a little less there. That one's almost done, at least for me. I'm actually going to get a plate to kind of sit some side items on. Yeah, I kind of went through and ravaged the peanut butter.
I'm with
The pantry was a little light on that today. All right.
Okay,
So,
what was the last question that you had asked?
well, and I'll just say this because it's filming right now. We're at the 15-minute marker. So, I need this real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Well, I mean.
Ooh.
Those are yours, so I'm not responsible for said ones on that. All right. So that being the case, where do you see yourself in, let's say, 5 years? If you were to sit there, producing. Okay.
I definitely see myself producing. I guess right now freelance content.
Okay.
I'd like to be making fun little promotional videos, but for like artists.
Right.
I love it if like my friends who make music, if they're like,
You might
hey,
be burning over there. I'm just saying, man, you might be burning.
Oh wait. But I'd love to make.
It could be the bananas.
Oh yeah, this banana is definitely like.
Good luck on that one.
No, it actually turned out perfect. It's like warm and ooh.
Wow, that thing was being a bit of a turd there. All right, so
Oh, this is cool.
here we go.
Whoa.
What? Okay, so producing. So what have you done recently, like on the production front? Like where have you been able to insert just your working knowledge and kind of your passion lately?
It was the last couple videos I made for you via Instagram is actually what it like kind of gave me a push to be like, actually I could be posting 30-second videos on my Instagram.
Right. We'll turn that off before we burn the house down.
Fun. Is it this one?
Yeah, that one. That's going to be fun to clean that pan up.
I was always thinking.
Way to go, Matthew.
Oh, hey, I didn't know.
I didn't know. The burning smell didn't tell you?
I didn't know anything over here was on.
Heads up.
Is that yours?
Yep. Perfect. Can you turn that skillet off for me? Oopsie. All right. So while you let that cool down. So producing some things recently.
Yeah, you like with the 30-second videos we make for you, those inspired me to like I want to make 30-second videos
Right.
like that. And I can scale down all those high-end for like production ideas I had to 30 seconds. Like I can make a mini little music video
Right.
in 30 seconds. Like it doesn't have to be the whole music video. I can take 30 seconds, and that's just filming whatever I want to film,
Okay.
editing it how I want to edit, and then just throwing the music on there.
Yeah, makes sense.
I just think that's just so cool. Like I feel like I was in a dead spot of coming up with a bunch of ideas and not doing anything with them.
Okay.
I think it was just I kept overthinking the editing portion of it, and that set me back to where I was like, well, I don't know if I can actually make that, and I don't own a stabilizer. I don't have that ring light. I was using every excuse in the book to not
Excuses?
Yeah.
Okay, which I think we see a lot out there anymore. Is people sitting there saying, well, I can't do this because I don't have X, Y, and Z.
Yes, and granted, you might not have X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But there's always, like, where there's a will, there's a way.
Okay.
You can choose to give up and not do anything about it, or do it. Like I could, like when I went on a YouTube hiatus,
Right.
just wasn't posting videos. I could have been, I just didn't, and that was just laziness. And then as months were going on, I'm like, okay, well, you definitely could still be making something, but you're not. You're watching other people you know still post while you're not.
So you were sitting on the couch, figuratively or literally, and you're just like, man, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
And then you had but I'm just gonna stay here. Paralysis. You paralyzed yourself. It wasn't paralysis by analysis, which is a whole different thing, but you paralyzed yourself into coming up with excuses that it wasn't worth your time.
No.
And then one day the clouds parted, the sun came down, and the moment came. What was that moment that was like I need to get back on this train?
Final Cut Pro.
FCP. Other hand.
It was definitely Final Cut Pro.
All right. So, is there an FCP dance?
I wish you knew Fortnite dances.
Isn't that a video game?
It is.
I'm out. Yep. Anyway, so let's continue down that road. All right. So, lastly, Matt, it's been a pleasure to get to work with you, with Mark, and from a collaborative standpoint, and just seeing that, hey, that next generation really is going to be that next generation that's going to help make some big changes. Everyone's out there sitting there saying, oh my God, what is this group doing now? No, there's equally hard workers that there are lazy people, just like there are in any generation. So I'm excited to see what you and Mark and people such as yourself, what you want to come up with over the next, several years. What is one thing, like if you had $1 million, I gave you $1 million today, what would you do with it?
Okay, so first I'd pay off my student loans.
Responsibility, like it.
Second, I'd buy my parents a house somewhere.
Taking care of the loved ones that took care of you.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're literally the reason why I'm here today.
Yep.
I'd get them situated, and then I'd basically get all my siblings and friends situated, and whatever money I had left over I'd probably use it on me and maybe get a house in the forest that I can escape to write stuff.
I gotcha.
Produce content, but in a cool environment. 'Cause
Right.
I've always liked that. I always thought the solitude of just getting in your own head, but to produce stuff you really want to do, you really need to be in a good headspace.
Right.
And I'd like to do that, and then travel a little bit, and then
See
give
the
my
world.
money away just to, I think, people who will do cool things with it. I'd like to find people that are, whether they're my age, older or younger, and kind of go up to them and say they have a cool little idea, whether it's an app or a video idea they want to make. I'd like to make a fund to fund that, because that's all I really wanted at 16. I wanted basically.
You didn't have
someone to give me a
access to
check
that.
To be like, hey, you want to make this cool little spaceship video? You don't have a green screen, you don't have this camera, you want that? Here's this check. Do that, make that, and
What if-
enjoy that.
I'm going to give you one thought on here from a conversation I had with someone. And then it looks like we're about ready to plate. At least I am.
Oh yeah, I need to put mine. Is that my plate?
I can get you a different plate. It's kind of dirtied.
No, it's fine. That's
As opposed to sitting there and green lighting projects saying, here you go, you need a green screen, you need a camera, you need this. Let's say you had a 3,000 to 5,000 foot workspace.
Yeah.
You actually had 3 green rooms. You actually had the cameras. You had the sound booth. And now, as opposed to just randomly giving your money away, you have a place to where people can come and they can collaborate together where, hey, I'm great at editing. I'm great at this. I'm great at this. But you have that area set up as a common workspace for up and coming students, the 40-year-old guy that's looking to create something from a content standpoint, and everyone comes and collaborates together.
Well, I'd love that. I'd love it if there was.
So use the money. Yeah, I would use the money to have that 5,000 square foot, all the rooms right there.
When I had a class last semester called Strategic Social Media.
Yes.
And in that we had a project where we had to create a marketing thing for Netflix to do.
Right.
That would be a cool little thing that get people just to, I don't know, do cool stuff. We came up with share your flick.
Share your flick.
It
Okay.
was going to be hashtag share your flick. And it was basically going to be people, no matter how old you are, whatever, if you are a content creator, you can either submit a script you wrote, a video you made, you singing. We really just wanted people to produce content and send it to us, and whoever the best one was, they'd win, and then they'd get to make their own Netflix show with one of our own producers.
How cool is that?
There's going to be 4 winners. But I'd love that. I'd love just a group of people that could come together and create content, because I really do believe that there's a quote about something about there's all these people, but
Leave us with a great quote.
that's what I'm trying to find. It's
Collaboration is its best form of art when people are coming together. And that's what we try to do. That's the cool thing, that you can bring generational people together, but collaboration can be the best form of art. Let's see who made it prettier and whose tastes better. How about we go for that, for once?
You made 2 sandwiches.
I told you I was going to make 2 sandwiches. So, from a pretty standpoint, we've got the PBJ, and we've got the fried bologna sandwich. And we have
Eggplant.
the PBJ. All right. So guys, I need to somehow get to where Joseph, Mark, Mark, you want to put that? You can come back here with it. Joseph, come on. We made equal amounts. Let's go. Hey, I need
So what do we got?
PBJ. So I made sure that no meat product touched
I'm not
this
gonna
one.
take a bite out of the whole thing, right?
Well, yeah.
All right.
You got to come over here.
I have eggplant, sauerkraut.
Okay, Brandon, what do you?
Well, so here, you get the meat.
I'll try
yeah,
one of these.
there you go.
That's real good. good.
All right, go for Matthews.
What is that?
Needs cheese.
Is this,
PBJ.
is that bologna in it?
No.
It's so bad.
They should be about the same.
You use
It's the
more peanut
banana.
butter.
More peanut butter, more banana.
Ah.
I watched you do that. I needed.
Mark, you're the tiebreaker. So here, you got to try the PBJs. I don't know, did you get any banana in there? Mark's like, I'm just going to keep eating. I've got 2 sandwiches. Let's at least look over here as we're doing this so it's not getting back. You can just sit it on the counter. Here, rock fruit. I'm going to sweeten it with a rock fruit.
No, these are delicious.
Aren't they?
You already had it.
So this one's yours, that one's Brandon's.
I cut mine at an angle to make it obvious.
I think I may like yours better.
He's a job keeper.
Job aside. Take mine.
Eat mine now, Matt.
I'm going to
These
DJ
are good.
I haven't tried the, where's the PBJ one? This one, I'm not overly worried that
That ham and cheese is really good though.
I want to try that.
bologna and cheese.
Or bologna and cheese, I'm sorry.
I like the banana in there. Well, let's finish this bad boy up.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, we both made something really nice. I'm gonna sit there. Now, can we go with that? Ah,
Dang, this hurts.
yeah.
I think I broke my shoulder.
We'll see. We'll sit there and say, hey, everyone said. Not happening. Anyways, it was fun. I appreciate you stepping in the kitchen with me today, getting to know a little bit more about Matt Leeks. And I hope you, the viewer, got to enjoy a little bit of tasty life. Until next time, I'm Brandon Straza, the Naked Agent, with Matthew Leeks.
Of Team Naked Agent.
We'll see you next time.
I want to do that and you're watching Disney Channel so bad. But,
You want to do?
and you're watching?